Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports in the Manga. Well, let's go to the Italians. I didn't see how they've been doing. A pretty interesting win for Juventus to take over Inter Milan. Uh, Almost a flurry of upsets today, with Roma also losing. Yeah, with Roma also losing to Lazio. Yeah, Roma losing to Lazio in the morning before this, and Napoli winning against Atlanta to kind of cement their top position. But then Juventus, pretty much depleted side, but then they were able to hold off a very strong Inter Milan today. Of course, Martinez missing the chance today at a pretty early game, but also trying to kind of hold on to the win in some sense for them. Yeah, it kind of was a topsy-turvy game in a way. But of course, Juventus don't have a lot of their team. You have to understand who they've been starting. They've been starting players from the from the academy, and one of those players who was starting from the academy was number 44 Fagioli, and what a debut! The Milan, the Italy derby in a way, Juventus versus Inter Milan, and he scores the goal, which seals the win for Juventus. The game was pretty even-sided. First half, Inter Milan should have scored a couple of goals. Lisandro Martinez, Laturo Martinez, sorry, not Lisandro, Laturo Martinez missing a couple of chances. Dzeko looked a lot out of form and shape as well to me. There were a couple of chances for Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Dumfries had a good chance as well. Mkhitaryan was almost absent from scoring perspectives, but DiMarco was pretty nice. His crosses were like the ones that were troubling them. But for Juventus, they were playing really compact. In the second half, they came pretty. They knew that they had to kind of get something out of this as early as possible, and that's exactly what they did. 52-minute, a beautiful goal from Rabiot. That Kostic was like running, like he was so fast on the left wing. There was no chance that Barella was going to catch him. And that's exactly how he squared the ball up for which allowed Rabiot to open up his right leg, and was on the top in the bottom corner. Onana couldn't do anything. Just was just watching, I guess. The game looked, and then of course a lot of Inzaghi made a lot of substitutions, big substitutions to kind of get some momentum. But then we got to see Chiesa after Milik was kind of taken out, or subs at 73rd minute. But then some really attacking subs by Inter Milan after that, with Gozens coming for DiMarco and Correa coming for Çalhanoğlu. And he still didn't stop. He removed Mkhitaryan, got Brezovic, removed Skriniar, got Darmian, and Dumfries for Belanova. But Juventus held on and scored the game winner, which of course was scored by the debutant here, Fagioli, the Juventus academy player, at 80 in the 85th minute, kind of putting the nail in the coffin for Inter Milan. Juventus did shock Inter with this win. No one was expecting, considering the way they've been performing. Also losing the game in the Champions League, going to the Europa again after losing to PSG, and just scraping through to go to Europa League. But it was pretty interesting to see. Juventus Allianz Stadium was like buzzing back to the crazy noises that we've seen previously. Some good changes also made. Di Maria came on as well for Miretti in the 81st minute. That was nice to see a little team coming back. Di Maria, Chiesa. Of course, there were a lot more injuries. Pogba is no longer there. Vlahovic as well. And more players that are kind of out of the current even thoughts for Allegri, Massimiliano Allegri, and yeah. So, but then Allegri will be happy after this win. Let me know your thoughts. Is this because this leaves basically this game? This leaves a very interesting flavor to the Serie A table right now. Napoli is kind of leading with 35 points, Milan 29, Lazio 27, Atalanta 27, Juventus in top 5, 25 points, tied with Roma. But this was the game. Inter Milan 24 points and in 7th position. This is just getting tastier and tastier. This is the best time I think the league has been Serie A, with 7 teams almost. Napoli like edging a little ahead, but then 6 points, 2 games. Anything can happen. Of course, one more game week before the next before the World Cup break, and that will be interesting to see. Match day 14 will be interesting. Inter play Bologna at home, and Juventus go away to Hellas Verona. Interesting to see how that goes. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what do you think. Inter Milan missed chances. Martinez could have scored a couple, of course, and he scuffed at the second half as well. Put the board, hit the ground with the ball rather than the ball with with his feet, with the proper contact. Couldn't make that one. Let me know what you think. Do you think Inter Milan could have scored or would have, and also the fact that it was a beautiful goal from Danilo, which got VAR'd in a way for a handball. Do you think that was a handball, or Inter Milan could have lost to Juventus by 3-0? The game would have been over before the 83rd, 85th minute. Let me know your thoughts. Looking forward to your reactions and actions on the comment section. Do like us on YouTube. Do like this video. Do share. Do subscribe to the channel as well. And also we're on Instagram with Sports with Mongo, the same handle as you can see. And do like us there and follow for more quicker match reactions.